Once again, welcome to the Coffee with Louise channel, and here I am trying out something new. This is a kiwi. A kiwi is a fruit that I have not tasted, and I am already 30 years old. Now, what I'm gonna do with this kiwi is the same thing as I've done with the previous videos. I'm going to be mixing or immersing the kiwi with my coffee and the airpress to see if we can bring out some kind of new flavor. Now, if you have watched my previous videos, you would know that I have failed so many times, and I'm really feeling that I'm gonna fail this one. But you never know. You never know. It might just work. First of all, I'm going to be using a concentrated coffee recipe for this experiment. So instead of going a full 250 ml water, I'm going to be using more of an espresso extract. So for this one, I'm going to be using around 100 ml of water to around 50 grams of roasted ground coffee. So why did I choose kiwi? I will be honest, I like texture and the look of the kiwi. In photos I've seen of the kiwi, I said, this would look good in the middle of an AeroPress. Am I right to use a kiwi for this experiment? I will be honest with you, I think I am going to fail. But I have made a promise that I'm going to continue this series, and this is going to be the last one. I promise you that. This experiment of adding fruit stuff and other beverages to your AeroPress. This will be the last one, I promise you that. Now, when I tasted the kiwi, it tasted something of a sweet and a bit of a sour taste. This is my first time tasting a kiwi, so I don't know how it would react to the coffee. Will it be able to fully blend with the flavors of the coffee? Or will it be like the rest, where the taste barely comes out? So I'm going to be putting this small slice of kiwi in the middle, and I'm just going to be putting it on top. Hopefully it is going to stay afloat. I'm not really sure why I am doing this one. I'm just taking out a bit of space, making sure that there's little to no space on the top of the bottle, so that it won't have like a small wiggle room where in the kiwi might flip over. And here I go. Now let me discuss my fascination with this experiment. So as you've seen in my previous videos, I have done a lot of fruits and tried to experiment with them by adding them to the AeroPress, brewing them with coffee, and so far I have no success. I can say for now, even before this video ends, that adding fruit to your AeroPress doesn't really mean that the flavor is transfused to the coffee. It's a failure. You can write that off now for future events. Do not add fruits to your AeroPress. I have made a mistake, so you wouldn't. Let me show you something that I've noticed. So I tried pressing down this one. What made it so weird was that it seemed that I was getting way less extract from what I had expected. So I put in 100 ml, and what came out was around 50, more or less just like an espresso shot. So was it possible that the coffee was absorbed by the kiwi? I don't know. But there's one thing I can tell you, as I am editing this video now, no kiwi flavor was transfused into that small amount of coffee. Nothing. It's just plain coffee. It did taste a bit sour, maybe because when I tasted the kiwi there was a bit of sourness in it. But apart from that, I don't think anyone would notice if I said I added kiwi to this. Now, hear me out. What if I make a new series, but this time, instead of fruit being added to the AeroPress, I added something like a juice type, so like coffee over juice. Maybe we can get more of a flavor. Once again, this is Coffee with Louise. I thank you for following me. I thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you in the next one. Please don't hesitate to comment if you got any new ideas for me to work on. I am willing to experiment so that you don't have to. Have a great day.